Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearance of the Week. This is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. We'll be giving you all the first appearance in your comic shops today. Now this week we have another light video for you guys. I think we only have 7 titles to go through, 4 first appearances, 3 honorable mentions. There's definitely some books in there you guys should pick up for your collection. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearance of the week, week ending March 31st, 2023. First up from DC Comics, Action Comics number 1053. This features the first team appearance of the Necro Hive. Now, we always mention this with these DC comics. It really depends on what DC does with these characters or these teams that are introducing into the comics as to how important these books are going to be in the future. You know, DC doesn't have the same cinematic power that Marvel Disney has, so they really have to do something spectacular in the comics in order for these books to be important later on. That being said, though, this is Action Comics. This one here, along with the Superman standalone title, are the 2 Superman titles you want to collect in the Superman franchise whenever they introduce new characters or new teams. So this one here may be a good spec bet to pick up. You're really just speculating on whether DC can do something important with this Necro Hive team they're introducing, but maybe a good spec bet to pick up for the cover price. So grab this one here if you can. If you can't, though, put it on your B-list and take a look at it later on. Next up from DC Comics, Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 1. This features the first appearance of Beast Girl, who has the ability to affect mood. This also features a debut of new Crazy Jane personalities. Now, Doom Patrol does have a huge fan base and huge collector base, and this is the premiere issue of this new Unstoppable Doom Patrol title series, and they do introduce a new character here, and I guess Crazy Jane is getting new personalities as well. So this one here is one you probably want to pick up and add to your collection. Like I said, there is a big collector base out there for Doom Patrol, so this one here is probably worth picking up for the cover price, and go ahead and grab this one. Next up from Marvel Comics, Star Wars Return of the Jedi Jabba's Palace number 1. This features the first appearance of Sylvan Khan, a mysterious antagonist plotting to overthrow Jabba. Now, we always mention this with these Marvel-published Star Wars titles. These are definitely worth picking up and add to your collection whenever there's a first appearance of a new character. And here you have the first appearance of Sylvan Khan. You really don't know what Marvel Disney have planned for these new characters they're introducing into the comics. You know, they're still churning out a ton of media for the Star Wars franchise, so you really don't know where these characters may end up. They may very well end up in a small screen or big screen project that gets a lot more eyes on these characters. That definitely makes them more important in the future. So this one here is one you definitely want to pick up and add to your collection for the cover price. Go ahead and grab this one. And finally from Marvel Comics, Avengers Beyond number 1. This features the first cameo appearance of the Lost One, an entity more powerful than the Beyonders. Now, like we always say, it's usually a good idea to pick up any first appearance of new characters in Marvel Comics because Marvel Disney is still churning out a ton of media for these franchises, and Avengers is one of the stronger franchises for Marvel Comics. This does feature the first cameo appearance of this new Lost One. We really don't know what Marvel has planned for this particular character, but like I always say, it's probably worth owning this at the cover price than trying to chase it later on in the secondary market and paying way more than that. So grab this one here for your collection if you can. If you can't, though, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. And now for the honorable mentions. From Image Comics, Ambassadors number 1. Ordinary people from around the world present their case for why they should be one of the 6 chosen to receive superpowers. Now, like we always mention with these small press and indie publishers, if they get picked up that option for small screen and big screen projects, that's a huge price driver for these books in the secondary market. And Image Comics has had a lot of their titles picked up an option in the past, and this one here does sound like it lends itself very well to a small screen and big screen project. So this one here is a great spec bet in our opinion. Go ahead and grab this one. Next up from Scout Comics, Granite State Punk number 1. Just released from prison, a man returns to his deceased family's home to find it filled with memories of the occult, punk rock, dark magic, and its connection to New Hampshire's most historic landmark, the Old Man of the Mountain. Now, Scout Comics has had a lot of their titles picked up an option in the past for small screen and big screen projects, so this one here may be a good spec bet. This story here may not translate as easily to the screen as some of the other ones we have mentioned in the past, but like I said, Scout Comics has a track record of having their stories picked up an option for the screen. So this one here is definitely going to be speculative if you choose to pick it up, but maybe a good spec bet. Grab it if you can. If you can't, though, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. And finally from Image Comics, Indigo Children number 1. A journalist hunts down the extraordinarily gifted Indigo children after their mysterious disappearance 15 years ago. Now, like we just mentioned a moment ago with Image Comics, they've had a lot of their titles picked up an option in the past, and this one here sounds like it lends itself very well to a small screen and big screen project. So once again, this sounds like a great spec bet. This will be speculative if you choose to pick it up. You're definitely speculating on whether or not it will get optioned in the future. But like I always say, it's probably a good idea to pick this up for the cover price, $3 or $4. You could be sitting on a winner. If it goes nowhere, you're out $3 or $4. So in our opinion, it's worth the risk. Grab this one here for your collection if you can. If you can't, though, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. So there you have the 7 titles that we have for you guys this week. I told you it's a very short video, but there's definitely some books in there worth picking up. So please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. As always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.